We're taking a journey, guys. Hi, guys. The sun is popping in the UK. So we feel a bit more relaxed because Jamaica is here. We're having a bit of sunshine. We're having a bit of sunshine, so it feels really good, Not looking forward for the winter, but it's coming to summer, so let's focus on the summer for now. Yeah.
Stay in the present.
Yeah, so we are going on a little journey, and we're going to take you along to see the scenery that we will be enjoying in this beautiful sunshine. So come along, guys. So the twins are on a journey.
Twins journey.
The twins journey. Yeah. So we're actually going past the Arboretum. Yeah.
Today is gonna be like say full day over there because especially tomorrow, the weekend.
Yeah.
The people driving up to go over there to exercise. Especially now that they have equipment over there.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
People can do a workout. So no, you don't need to worry about the gym.
That's it.
You don't have money.
Yeah,
it's to the park and just build
and
muscle.
it's really good that they were thinking like that to put something in the park. So
I think they have it in London. So
yeah,
bring it here to
to Warsaw. It is really good, because it helps us. It kind of is a reminder of self-care and being able to see the equipment available to you. It only pulls you to think, you know what, I have no excuse. The real truth about it, you can't say I don't have any money to go to the gym.
Yeah, have it free.
Yeah.
Free access.
Free access. Yeah. So there's no excuse. Yeah. And it's in these times it's good to maintain a good body weight that is real. Not everybody's gonna be slim or mager, what they would call it, but good health is very, very important. Good
it's not
health.
to focus that when you do exercise. It's about losing weight.
It's about good health.
Also about you having a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. And getting your blood pumping.
Yeah, because
that's very important. Yeah.
Properly. So a bit of exercise is important.
Whether you can do a 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk,
half an hour
walk, a hour.
Depending on who you are.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone is different.
And you walk, to your ability, and don't compare yourself to others, what others can do, because it's important to recognize that we are individual, and even though we are all human beings, our makeup is different.
That's it.
Our brain structure, our brain functioning is different. So it's important to just accept what you can do and appreciate what you can do, because it's very important to know that you can't be somebody else. You can only be you. Yeah. Yeah, I think they have it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that.
So this is the beauty of UK. Yeah. it shines more when the sun is out. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. This is absolutely. You could do it when you're coming back. Oh, if you're not doing it. Do it. Yeah. It's only fair for us to show the UK house. The differences between Jamaican house and the UK house is, yeah. I must say, Jamaican builders are extraordinary. I'm not saying that the UK builders are not the same, but the Jamaican building, I'm telling you, some crazy building out there. When I say crazy, some really good, crazy good, some good design and I must say that they're stronger.
Yeah, the
structures are very,
because the materials that they use is different. Here in the UK, you find that majority of the house is not built with, like, say
block
brick or block
that
they would use in Jamaica, or steel up in a way like how they do it.
I can actually easily put up picture frame in the houses here. In Jamaica, I have to actually have my brother to come and drill it before I can actually put something up.
Because I think they use the dry walls.
Yeah.
Most of the inside of the house. Outside it will be brick, but then on the inside will be dry wall.
Yeah.
And that's why it's easy for us to, like, put up any wallpaper, like painting or something.
Wall painting or picture frame and so on. Or if you're putting up shelf, you and I could just do it so easily. But in Jamaica, we have to wait.
Oh my God!
It's like
hard to just have a hammer and a nail.
You can't just put hammer and nail in it. You definitely have to drill the walls in Jamaica. Yeah, that's the difference about the houses here and the houses in Jamaica. Yeah. It is so beautiful at this time because the trees are amazingly full with their leaves. The seasons are here again, where the leaves are saying
and stuff like that.
We
trees are alive.
Yeah,
they come alive at the springtime.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you can see a lot of greenery now. When it's winter time, the trees go to a period of sleeping.
Yeah.
It's as if they, all the trees is not alive.
Are dried up and ready to cut down. Yeah, but it's just not the season. Yeah.
In the winter time, the trees seems as if
they go to sleep.
Yeah, they die because everything seems dried in that period. But then afterwards,
and it is like season in your life. Sometimes sometimes you feel like nothing is going on for you, and it seems like, okay, there's no hope. But it's recognizing the season, because you may not be in your season for your victory, or your season for prosperity, or your season for your inheritance. So it is always good to understand, if you're in your season, then it's your season to strive. But if you're not in your season, then it may feel a bit hard, and it feels a bit difficult.
When you're not in your season, it's not for you to be complacent.
No.
Or just there worrying or frustrating yourself. It's also about being proactive.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Find something that you can focus on, that
positive thing.
Yeah. Because if you sit still,
it'll prepare you for the right season.
Yeah. If you sit still,
because when you plant a seed, you don't actually see it happening instantly when you plant it. It have to wait until the season comes.
Yeah.
Because there's a process
that it has to go through.
There's a process for a seed, and there's a process for life.
Yeah.
So I do understand that sometimes we become so impatient, and that's why we end up rushing or doing things
Before
that
our
we
time.
regret.
Yeah.
Because we are moving out of our time.
Yeah.
And there's a time for everyone. And
Yeah.
so it's important for people
To start understand. If you don't, if your friend or your neighbors are, progressing, don't actually become jealous or envious or bitter or angry, because they are walking in their season. Just wait, because your turn will come, and recognize that as you look at others, is knowing that they were doing something, before they actually get to their prosperity. Yeah, so in order for you to get to where you want to be, is to know that you have to be proactive, you have to be willing to do something. And keep good energy.
Yeah,
good
it's
energy.
like, say you plant a seed, okay? When you plant it, that is the first, say, start point in doing the thing. But then after is knowing that it's not just about planting the seed.
Yeah.
There is other aspect of things that you need to do in order for you to see the outcome of that seed.
Yeah.
So when you plant it, you know that you need to go and ensure that where you plant the seed, if there are weeds, you get rid of the weeds. You
need watering.
You make sure that it get the right sunlight and everything like that. Because if you don't play that part, then you won't see the blessing. You won't be able to reap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And just like David's story, when you think about David becoming a king, the reality is that even though he was anointed, he didn't just go into the kingship.
No.
He had to go through so many battles, so many setbacks. And sometimes it may feel like, was I really called to be a king? Because all I can see is disaster, all I can see is disappointment, all I can see is warfare. And so, it's knowing that, okay, your anointing doesn't actually always come in the time that you are expecting it, but realizing that if you're anointed to be something great, is knowing that there is a time and season, and there's also a process one has to go through in order for them to be equipped. Because equipping yourself is very important to be able to do the job effectively. It's just like getting a job. You have to learn, the principle of the work in order to do it effectively. And everything that we will be doing in life, it comes with a process. All right? So guys, enjoy the journey. Hope you're enjoying this video. And this little chit chat, the twins are just talking. And I hope you're enjoying.
Life in its fullness.
Yeah. Life is beautiful. Life is what we make it. It is the mindset. If you have a negative mindset, the negative you will receive.
Negative outcome.
It's only negative you'll feel. If you always said everything is bad, then it's bad you're gonna get. If you always say that I'm no good, then you're always gonna have a no good feeling. So it's important to understand that power is in your tongue, and the way you think can create your reality. So be careful of your thought process. It's always good to understand that negative will come in our mind, but reframe it.
Don't entertain.
Reframe it. Let it pass through. Let it pass through. Don't hold on to it. Don't believe the lies that the mind will give you at times. But let it pass through, guys. It's a little counseling session today. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the little counseling session. All right? There's beauty always everywhere around us. Day and night is what we are given. Darkness and light is what we are given. And so when the darkness comes, is how you look at it. You can let it be your scary place and you stay frightened. Or you can let it be something that you learn to master. Master your darkness, and guess what? It will not master you. Anyway, we are going on this beautiful journey. this is the side of the UK, which is the West Midlands. Drill the wall. Because I think they use the dry walls here. Most of the inside of the house. Outside it will be brick, but then on the inside will be dry wall. And that's why it's easy for us to like see, put up the wall, painting and stuff like that. Picture fragrance or something.
Or if you put it on a shelf, you know, you and I could just do
it easy, but like
in Jamaica,
wall is so
it's like
hard to just have a hammer and a nail and just go. You have to drill it.
season in your life.
You have dry season.
Sometimes it feels like nothing is going on for you, and it seems like okay, there's no hope. But it's recognizing the season, because you may not be in your season for your victory, or your season for prosperity, or your season for your inheritance. So it is always good to understand, if you're in your season, then it's your season to strive. But if you're not in your season, then it may feel a bit hard, and it feels a bit difficult.
When you're not in your season, it's not for you to be complacent or just there worrying or frustrating yourself. It's also about being proactive.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Find something that you can focus on.
Yeah, positive things.
Yeah. Because if you sit still,
help prepare you for the right season.
Yeah. If you sit still,
because when you plant a seed, you don't actually see it happening
immediately, instantly when you plant it. It have to wait until its season comes.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a process.
That it
There's
has
a
to go
process for a seed and there's a process for life.
Yeah.
But I do understand that sometimes we become so, you know, impatient, and that's why we end up rushing or doing things that we regret because we are moving out of our time.
Yeah.
You know, there's a time for everyone, and so it's important for people to understand that. Yeah.
If your friend or your neighbors are, you know, progressing, don't actually become jealous or envious or bitter or angry.
Yeah.
Because they are walking in their season. Just wait, because your time will come times. But let it pass through, guys. Yeah? It's a little counseling session today. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying the little counseling session. Alright? There's beauty always everywhere around us. Day and night is what we are given. Darkness and light is what we are given.
Yeah.
And so when the darkness comes, is how you look at it.
Yep.
You can let it be your scary place and you stay frightened. Or you can let it be something that you learn to master. Master your darkness, and guess what? It will not master you.
That's it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going on this beautiful journey.